This is not what I wanted. Someone? Anyone? Help?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Panic aside, 12 skulls and around 30 minutes ain't too bad. Let's put it to work. Oh yeah, totally worth it. What's going on YouTube? TK here, back again, once again. Y'all already know, bringing you guys episode.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you some breaking news.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your local news host, Mr. Boom. Before we begin your regularly scheduled broadcast, we bring you breaking news. Local creator TK has once again slightly overcooked his intro. Several clips were lost in the process. In other news as well, local creator TK has decided to officially rebrand his channel name to Total Crafting. Experts confirm he is still TK. Same world, same chaos, just a better name. Also, in today's episode, we will be covering the following topics: rebuilding the foundation of Wickford, explaining why the old terrain had to go, the construction of a Sculk farm, and light scientific testing will be involving villagers while using the spear. Viewer discretion is advised. We now return you to your regularly scheduled chaos. Mr. Boom, out.
Okay, you guys aren't going to be able to explain that to me, so I can't even ask you guys to. Let's just, let's pretend that we did not experience that together. Who the heck is Mr. Boom? You know what? Scratch it. What's going on, YouTube? TK here, back again, once again. Y'all already know, bringing you guys episode 4 of Forever Survivin. Before we get into anything in this video, hello Adagast. I wanted to say Happy New Year's to all of you beautiful faces. Seriously, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. This year has been, no joke with you, the best year I have ever experienced with any form of social media, let alone Minecraft, to become as popular as I wanted it to. On my end, I am so happy. For those of you who don't know, I decided to come out of hiatus after about a 2-year break. Obviously, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I just joined in 2022 and wanted to bring my own little spin of Minecraft content to the YouTube world, and thankfully 285 of you guys, whether you're a new face, an old face, a new comment, an old comment, or just any person in general investing your time into my world, honestly, you guys have no idea how much that means to me. So truly, thank you. With that said, let me quit yapping about it. Let's jump into today's video. Had to get on out of gas for this one. As you guys can see, a lot of groundwork has happened here. I decided to remove the old terrain. I genuinely wasn't a fan of it after I let it sit there for a couple days. So I got on top of that and figured that this episode would be all about Wickford's terrain and groundwork finally existing. That way we can have a proper foundation, at least one that feels right, the one that feels right in my head anyway, because yeah, what we had before just, it looked like it came straight from a different world, I won't even lie, and I was not a fan of it. But earlier in this recording, I built this beautiful farm, obviously, and I'm not going to snitch out on what it is. You guys can probably take a gander. But because of that, I was going to center this video around it, but obviously I mess up almost every freaking time with my intros. And then I'm never going to accidentally delete another one. But yeah, even though it didn't survive, the build did. So I figured we could still roll the flashback as well. That way it's not a waste of a video. So let's go ahead and get right into that. And yeah, now that that's in place, I want to quickly explain how it works, because it's a bit of a newer mechanic and it definitely looks way more complicated than it actually is, but the core idea is actually really simple. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to my allays. I don't think they can die from campfires. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know, but yeah, unfortunately they haven't made it, and they were just here not even 10 minutes ago, and I've had them in there for about a week and a half now, so I don't understand where they went. But besides the point, those beautiful allays, whenever they're in there, they take constant damage from the campfire, and while they are in there taking constant damage from the campfire, roughly every 2.5 minutes they get splashed by an infested potion, which runs from this redstone line on this hopper clock all the way over to this dispenser that sits over top of the campfire. And once they start to spawn through, let me pick up the rocket. Once they start to spawn through, they fall down this chute onto this huge 29 by 29 platform. Depends on how many catalysts you have. I put them both 4 blocks away from this guy, and whenever you end up having them out, it ends up causing stone, cobblestone, just pretty much any natural block that you want to put on the platform to turn into Sculk. So yeah, it's not fully automatic. I still have to mine it up and get all the blocks gathered up that way, but it's consistent, it's controllable, and honestly it's perfect for generating huge amounts of Sculk whenever I need it. If you guys look in this Sculk, or in this shulker right here, that's just from one sit. That's almost, was that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 stacks. We got basically 13 stacks of Sculk, which, believe it or not, is more than what I need for the schematic. Let me load it up here real quick. If I can get this going, my goodness. As you guys see, we need about 12 stacks, give or take, of Sculk right there for the basic starting bit of foundation. So we don't even need to worry about that. The only other things that we need to worry about is the rest of the materials that we need. So before we get into a quick material grinding montage, I want to say with the Sculk farm, if you guys would like to see a more in-depth breakdown video of this, because I don't think anybody has this farm in specific. The only videos I could find were these two from Waddles and somebody underneath him for Sculk farm, and honestly neither of those fit my preference, so I decided to build my own and run with it. So if you guys would like a more in detail video for that, let me know in the comments down below. I actually might do that in the near future. And yeah, so before I can build any of that terrain, there's a lot of material we need to gather. Thankfully, in between episodes, I kind of showed this a second ago without explaining it. We got our storage attic basically done, and even though it felt like a huge win at the time, I already know that we are about to have another chest monster pile up out there in the front yard before we know it. So a new storage room might be something in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into one of the final time lapses of the video and get into a quick little grind montage, because as you guys seen, we need a lot of pod soul. Not much blackstone, soul soil, and deep slate tiles. Everything else can be ignored, because that is just our beautiful guy. I don't know why I said beautiful guy. Our beautiful deity right there. And yeah, I'm gonna quit talking. Let's go ahead and hop into this time lapse. Not really much to say here. Lots of materials, and yeah, I say let's keep this time lapse rolling. So this is one of those moments where the world starts telling me what it actually wants to look like. And when I first built this guy, he made sense. He was dramatic, he was cool. It looked insane on camera. Like, honestly, I still really love him. And I hate even doing this because he was a really cool idea how to get on this ship. But as Wickford has grown and the timeline has just continued to move forward and the coastline expansion going the way it's going, I don't think this city is meant for safe travel, and our deity here gives safe travel vibes, so let's remove him. I don't want this to be a city where people can walk on top of freely. Sure, there's going to be some instances like the scrapyard exchange where there will be some life, a little bit of civilian life here and there, but for the most part, industry is what I want to exist here. Exchange and just factories, more of the industrial vibe. And I don't know, I want things that will crawl out of the trash, things that hunt anyone foolish enough to wander around the surface for too long. That's why most life in Wickford isn't going to be up here. Beneath all of this terrain is going to be what I call the underneath. Massive cave systems carved into all of the land all the way around. Massive villager statues, citizens that think that they're able to eventually make it to the land and otherwise find themselves stuck at what the land wants them to do itself. They realize that travel is only really either meant by foot or by train, and on top of it all, eventually, after some time, they eventually find trash magic. Yes, trash magic. I know you guys are probably like, what is TK talking about, man? But I swear, this city is going to be an amazing fill and just something that hopefully all you guys love as much as I do, because even though the deity here was a really cool build, cool things can only really be cool whenever they are in cool environments, you know? And I really feel like I don't want to destroy it close to it. So we're going to destroy this end crystal right here. I wish you could silk touch that. Did none of the warp explode? I didn't know that was even possible. Okay, I guess none of the warp up here exploded. That's pretty cool. But like I was trying to say, the cool stuff stays cool, but only if it fits the story and it fits the land and it fits the environment that you're going for. So even though the deity is a cool concept, maybe we can build him somewhere else in the future, but in terms of having a ship sky launcher right here, it just doesn't suit well. I think we're going to build a rope bridge extender kind of coming off of the land onto the ship. I'm probably going to have to move the cannons over to the other side, but that can be something I do in between episodes. And honestly, I think that is a good place to leave this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I know that I didn't get really too much done, and honestly, that's okay. I really feel like in terms of the land and everything going on out here, this is more of a trust the process kind of build. I'm definitely going to remove all of this access land right here and bring the Sculk down into the water per normal cliffside aesthetic, as some of you hopefully know. But before I wrap this up, I do want to say just one more time again, guys, happy New Year. And no joke, thank you guys so much for the unconditional support. I know to some of you it might not seem like a lot, but I swear on everything I love, it means more to me than anything you guys realize. Thank you so much for joining my little Minecraft family this year, especially after I came back out of hiatus and wasn't around for quite a while. So with all that being said, you guys, seriously, much love. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and with all that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode where we plan on going deeper underground.